God.
You
No.
chose a green screen. That's entrapment.
Oh my God. I'm not gonna lie. That is so freaking funny. Like, I love it.
We should have everyone change their pictures and they can put their flag. We can have like a Germany flag and an American flag and a Mexican flag. I was gonna put a
Oh,
Guyanese flag behind it. We can be the immutable heroes.
yeah.
and,
If VGX goes to 0, y'all we'd be like, come
and then and,
we'll take your last $5.
and then you can be the new Luna, or sorry, like VGX, and then you can like give Mr. Moon an uncollateralized loan for all of the wealth in Immutable.
Yeah, we can fund Project Dudes through Immutable, and it just never ending. He could loan it back to me actually, and
For collateral.
yeah. Oh God.
And then when we go bankrupt, they take over. Wait a minute, I thought we were loaning you the money. Blah, 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 blah. This was supposed to be the Squarespace, where we have Degen conversations in your corporate voice, but it's becoming harder and harder to do. Being corporate for like a handful of days straight will make you go insane.
Yeah, it's rough. Conforming to the system.
We're just like placating your message, right? Just not even dumbing it down, like nicing it down. NFTs, I think that's a great idea. Huh. I never thought about that. Like, you could have like a fucking Mad Libs of responses. Oh, I see. That's amazing. No way. You're kidding me. That's amazing. No way. Interesting. Fascinating. Does anyone else know about this? Like, I could automate my whole interaction at this point. Insert superlative to, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then depending
Awesome.
on the length of the answer, I would have a different response. Right? Like if the person kept talking for 5 minutes, I would say, for the people in the audience who didn't hear that answer, it's really interesting. Can you start from the beginning? And now you have like an hour-long talk because there's a 5-minute explanation and then interruptions and fighting.
Sometimes I can't tell if you're trolling like hard as hell. Like,
I can't tell anymore either sometimes.
I freaking love it. I love how you come out of nowhere, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't know. You kill me. This should make sense now. Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, see, the thing is, that's Professor Richardson. He was in the military, and actually, he might be retiring this year, so I might be taking over teaching his international management course. So, yeah, I actually created. Hold on, I wonder if I can find it. Net, Netlify.
Do you have anything in your repertoire of the BSN or anything related to that?
What's BSN?
The Chinese the blockchain service network.
Well, I know 4 years ago or 5 years ago they were talking about Neo as their blockchain, right? I'm not sure where Neo is right now. Let's take a look. Neo blockchain chinoise. Neo price climbs after China's BSN gives the project a green light. Okay, so I was right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not sure. See, it's one of those things where we're now growing up to understand the implication of what we're doing, right? And I think what we're waking up to is the fact that if and when we make the technology available, we actually don't necessarily get to decide what it's used for and how it's used. And the worst thing is, all of these crypto bros think they're political savants, which is the worst combination ever seen in mankind.
Tis.
I've never seen like well, I mean, I guess you see it everywhere, right? Where people, might be PhDs in one area and they just assume that they can understand how politics works.
Yeah. I mean, I like to think that I know things about things, but at the
You
end of the
have to be
day, I don't
humble.
know anything
You
about
have to
anything.
be really humble about this. But you notice it in how unhumble people are.
Yeah.
That guy's an idiot. Oh, really? Is he? Are you sure? Have you ever seen any recent interviews with like George Bush Jr.? He's fucking really well spoken if you get him one on one. Maybe not doing speeches. You get that guy. You know that guy hasn't stopped working since he left
Yeah.
office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've seen him do a couple of talks um and things. I haven't seen it one on one though.
Oh
As of
man,
recent.
what is the guy who interviews all of the people? He's from that college. Um. Where is it? Uncommon Knowledge, I think it was. You ever see that?
No.
Uncommon Knowledge is this guy. This interviewer is so smart. He interviewed. You ever see interviews with Michael Breitbart? Fucking amazing. You know who Breitbart is?
Don't know what is
Michael Breitbart.
Michael. Oh yeah, yeah. I know Brett.
Yeah. So Breitbart had like multiple interviews with this guy, this uncommon knowledge guy. And this guy's interviewed everyone: Peter Thiel, fucking Thomas Sowell, everyone, right? But his interviews with Breitbart were really interesting
Oh yeah,
because
yeah. I've seen
yeah,
this. I've seen this interview.
he's,
I'm lying to you.
yeah,
Yeah. I've seen this guy. He's good.
this interview was amazing. Like people think I'm a good interviewer. This guy fucking actually reads the book. Page 679, you said, and I quote, and then they have the quote there. And it's like, whoa, somebody took some time with this.
Yeah. I would put him up there with like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan does the
Mhm.
same thing. He
Yeah,
doesn't quote people directly, but he does look at all their, especially if they're an important guest, he'll look at all their literature, read their books, everything.
isn't it fascinating the way that Joe Rogan is treated by people with bachelor's degrees, right? In the humanities. And to me, it's a bunch of people who would be like, I wish I had his following.
Yeah, it's like, well,
Maybe you should have had a career before deciding to podcast.
so are we gonna start a podcast or what?
I think this is the podcast, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is.
This is the podcast to me. It's just, right? It's a peer to peer podcast in a way, right? Instead of two people having the mic, you have a bunch of people. I didn't invite anyone else yet because it was like, man, the more we talked, the less Sorry. The more we do this, the less I talk to you one on one.
Yeah, no, I've been busy
Because
with the
we're both
Beautiful
getting
stuff.
busy. It's good. I think it's good, right? The less time we have to talk, the better, right? It means we're busy, we're working.
Yeah, I agree.
But when other people come in, it's just like we never get this.
Yeah, normally when there's a lot of people too, I don't really want to talk as much, especially when there's highly intelligent people in the room. I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
listen to what they got to say because
What
there's
what
so
a
much to
concept!
learn.
What a concept! There's the funniest thing that I heard, and I'm gonna send this to KC, was where I asked, so how would this ship work if it was sailing on horizons, right? And then KC starts to answer,
I
and then
heard
Mike
that. What was he
McCullough,
trying to say?
I don't know, but it's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, motherfucker, you think I'm trying to ask you the question? I love you, Casey. Yeah. So, but even last night, you can see how quickly it gets off the rails, right? If
Yeah,
I don't use the corporate voice, it's just like carnage and people getting upset at each other.
yeah. Last night I was just working on stuff, so I was like, all right, screw this. I'm
Hmm.
not gonna partake in any of this, and
Hmm.
just kind of you know because I was trying to get the website content like together to the
That's
point like I went in and modified what Kappa sent me,
hmm.
um, and I'm still gonna try to put it up there before I do this due diligence thing. Um,
Did you decide on the verbiage of the pitch? I know you were crowdsourcing some answers.
yeah, so um, uh, I'll have to put it in the chat. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not able to do that right this second. I got my hands full, literally. But
Put this out there. No, it's good. You find yourself getting more comfortable with presenting it because a lot of it is just like telling a joke and then deciding, oh, this joke, this explanation hits, this doesn't.
yeah. Well, like there's been a couple of times that I've pitched it that were very very good, and I wish I would have recorded it or had it because it just kind of flowed perfectly, and it kind of sucks because those couple of times I don't know it was just really good because not only was I able to explain who I am, what the concept is, and what it does, in a normal flow where I'm not like skipping or saying like or
Hmm.
or any of
Hmm.
that bullshit. Um, it, it, it the few times I managed to do that perfectly, I was like fuck. So
Do you think it makes sense to do a consult with the acting class to see if it would help?
yeah, so I scheduled with them and then they
Nice.
they emailed me and they told me that uh whatever the day was that I scheduled for was a Canadian holiday or something. Actually, I need to
Um,
go reschedule that now. I'm gonna do that right now.
mhm. Yeah. I introduced him to KC, right? He did his sesh with them. And I'm thinking if there's like a group of four that really wants to do it, then we can do it. You know what I mean? Like as a group.
Yeah, no, I mean, I really, really, really want to do it. Like, I know I need to do it. I need to improve that part of myself. So yeah, um,
I
it's important to me.
It's interesting because I think after hearing all of these alpha male bro entrepreneurs, right? Argue with, you ever see two people argue about stuff that neither of them knows anything about?
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, you guys are able to argue about a lot. You guys are arguing about physics? Is, is anyone here a physicist?
yeah. I mean, like
I'm not.
the phys, like yeah. I don't know, man. It's like yesterday when he was in here, my uncle was a physicist actually,
Mhm.
and he was extremely smart. He created weapon systems and things like that. Flew the
Those
B-52
people live in a
bomber.
different reality than us, eh? Like
Yeah,
they might walk the same streets, but talk to them for 5 minutes and you realize you don't know nothing.
yeah. It's like I don't know. It's something you could just sit there and listen to like all day, and just soak it in, and still like you feel stupid.
And just
um,
be like, oh, I'm never going. That's how I feel with Professor Richardson. I'm like, he wants me to replace him as professor. I'm like, well, and I look, and sometimes I feel, oh, yeah, I could do that. And then I listen to him talk. I'm like, you know, that guy brought in like 20 exam. Did you see that Malthusian catastrophe video?
I'm not.
It's it's the one that is um where is it? Like this answer brings in like maybe 20 examples all at once. Just bang, bang, then this and that, and algae blooms off of the coast of Japan, and you know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I
I'm
watched
like,
it.
gee, like, and he's just rattling off an answer that's unprepared.
Yeah, I really I liked his answer. It was good.
Welcome to the Squarespace, Brian, where it's all NFTs are worthless all the time.
Yeah, it took me a hot minute to figure out a few things. I was like, what are these tweets coming from?
It's Mexican Matt.
Yeah, I was like, this is entertaining for this morning already. Wonder what today's gonna bring.
You never know.
Imagine we changed all of our pictures, and so nobody knows what if Matt's saying it.
Well, let's be clear. The three of us have distinct our own voices.
I would love to hear your impression of Matt.
My impression of Matt,
Yes,
I don't know if I can do one. I'm not an impressionist very good.
I know, but I think even just an attempt in your voice would be a game changer, a showstopper, if you will.
I'm not even gonna attempt it. No, I'm not. I can't even attempt
I
your voice.
no, I think you could attempt my voice. Hello and welcome everyone to the Squarespace, where we have degenerate conversations in a corporate voice.
Yeah, I'm waiting on you to definitely throw. This is WLW5
Oh yeah, we could do that.
FM
This is
radio.
this is 93.5 TWIT radio.
I was waiting on yesterday. I was like, he is, and he's actually concentrating now that he's not saying right no more. I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, did I subconsciously drop it from my vernacular?
You have very not all the
Oh wow.
time, not all the time, but subconsciously you've actually changed. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Well, what's fascinating to me is that I didn't consciously try to do that. So maybe that like whatever you tell my brain is it executes without me knowing it.
Mm. It's a beautiful talent, then.
For you or me, maybe
Well,
it's a talent you have. Can you imagine? You
well,
could just like suggest things.
so I just say something and subliminally all goes to your brain. Like,
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think I got any powers like that, Bobby.
So you think you're gonna meet up with these folks coming down? It looks like they're coming down pretty soon.
What folks are coming down where?
Lagertha and them.
No, I had no idea anybody's meeting up. Like today's the first day that I feel like I'm somewhat of a human.
Oh, you feeling good?
Yeah,
Sounds
I
like you're out
mean,
and about.
no, I'm sitting at the desk, just hanging out. No, I didn't know anybody was getting together. I'm kind of dodging the VGX right now.
Really, eh?
Yeah, they're great people, but fall on hard times, you find out what you're made of.
Or how people really felt about you.
True. No, they just
I,
started bitching and moaning
yeah.
like, I'm still here for the long haul. Okay, dude, it's part of investing. Let's talk about something more fun.
Have you ever brought up that idea to them?
No, I don't. I'm working on my listening skills. That's why sometimes I don't take the mic when you throw it at me. I'm like, no,
I hear you.
I just want to work on listening today.
Sometimes I want to throw down the mic so that I can exchange it with you and become listener. They need to introduce that feature where the host can just leave the chat and then the other co-hosts take it over.
Hey, I rescheduled the Infinity Forge to the 30th. They didn't have one till the 14th of July. I was like, yeah, screw that. That's too long.
So when did you get it? You said the 31st?
The 30th, they had
30th.
one slot left.
Wicked. I'm going to start teaching music, I think. Could be as early as next week. They're doing summer classes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
It's fun in the moment and exhausting afterwards, if that makes sense.
Sure does, yes.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How are you?
I'm good. Doing dad stuff today.
How are you?
Yep, that's my whole day today.
It's a good day then.
Yep.
Hey, Venus, how's it going?
Good morning.
Morning.
So maybe everybody can explain the monkey avatars. I'm seeing them everywhere. They all have different backgrounds, but
It's kind of an emerging project.
Okay.
Are you in the space?
In NFTs?
Or just
Yeah.
digital assets, all that kind of good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the way that I met NFTs are worthless, who was beside me, we were talking about NFT wallet security. And because he specializes in zero-day attacks and ransomware as a VP of cybersecurity, he's brought forth some novel ideas on how to prevent wallets from being drained. Because kind of every day we wake up, we look at our wallet hoping that the stuff is still going to be there, right? And we're kind of looking at as that phenomenon as being a real barrier to entry for folks, because they're just not sure if they want to onboard their house, to their house as an NFT, right? For fear of it being stolen.
Right. Yeah, there definitely needs to be a more centralized segue into. I mean, and I kind of see some little projects popping up here and there, and hopefully something comes of that. But yeah, there's benefits to both models, I think. It's just when you have just one and one is dominating, it's really, really hard for yeah, it doesn't really promote freedom.
It's interesting because I'll be honest with you, I find that I met a lot of women through the Voyager community, right? And they see through this shit so transparently, it's funny. They don't even spend time debating it, actually. They just say it like you say it and then move on, as if it's a joke.
Right. Because it is, honest, really.
Yeah, preach, right?
I mean, it kind of is, you know? I mean, it's like I have a really, really hard time, like the more time I spend in this space, you know, not feeling like a monkey flinging shit, you know? Because that's like how like all the political arguments, all the arguments about NFTs and whatnot, that's just kind of how it feels, you know?
It feels facile.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
It's like a childlike interpretation of things.
Yes.
Why do you think that is?
You don't want to listen to me. I'm just some crazy girl, you know?
We're
Let me
just some crazy guys. I mean, just look at my profile picture. There's nothing serious about us.
right. I don't know. I like the more time I spend in here, I have a hard time not seeing like our whole world is gamified. Um, from education down to work environment, your childhood is gamified, dude. I'm with Mother Teresa on this one. Life is a game, and it's getting harder and harder not to see it as a video game. You know?
Well, we're surrounded by these gamified design elements, they would call it, like points, badges, and leaderboards. So you look at Twitter, people chase after the check mark,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's an idol worth worshiping, in fact,
Right.
right? And I see it as somebody who brought this up. I think it was Daniel who said it's a lot like listening to the Protestants argue with the Lutherans.
Exactly. You know, and it's like oh my gosh. I just kind of stepped back out of it just because it's like it feels very religious in nature.
It's hard to look at the space because I think if we look at the space, it tells us something
Mm-hmm.
about people that is very, at the very least, disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's almost like the space has turned um, community members against each other
Mm,
because of the price on a scoreboard somewhere.
exactly. It turns life into a competition instead of us just chilling together, you know? And I don't know, I think we'd make more progress just socially. You know, we'd make more progress if it was not so much of a competition and just more of just like, hey, you want to chill in a cool space for a while?
But it's almost like if you read the energy in these rooms, um, like uh, it's like this alpha male bro entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh,
And yeah,
mm-hmm.
and so it's like you have these people doing Twitter space jujitsu with each other, and then
Mm-hmm.
somebody gets their knee skinned, and then they start crying, and they open up a new space, right? And talk
Mm-hmm.
about how jujitsu is dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I think more than anything, it's sad because when I look at it and I look at the solutions, I was like, maybe we're better off with Visa.
I think, you know, I sort of look at it as a piece of art because everybody wants to look at it as something really, really super serious. And if you're looking at it as something super serious, then um, it's harmful. It is incredibly harmful. But if you're just looking at it as these are like relative pieces of art, um, you're seeing kind of like the birth of creation, you know? So this person inspires that one to go and do X, Y, and Z. And then once they've done X, Y, and Z, that person inspires 30 other people to do A, B, C, and D. And then they inspire like 40, 50 other people. And, that just keeps on trickling down. And the elements of art that are being birthed, from all of that inspiration. Oh, sorry. I was.
No, it's almost like we have a Cambrian explosion of art and manipulation at the same time.
Mm-hmm. I definitely feel the manipulation, especially like in Twitter Spaces. Like you'll be sitting here, I swear to God, they're muting people's mics from the back end.
You're kidding me.
Like everybody talks about getting rugged and all this other stuff, but they do other stuff too. They mute people's mics on purpose. So it makes you feel like you're being stepped on because they have a, vested interest in separating these two users. It's like you come into social media and in any of these apps, I swear it's just like it's a game and they have an agenda from the back end and yeah, they'll take people out of conversations that they don't think are going to be useful in this particular situation.
Could it
Or
be the host? Do you think it's the host that's doing the muting?
no, it's
No,
not.
it's
Mm-mm.
not, eh?
No. Mm-mm.
Wow. It's
It's
I mean, NFTs are worthless posted something pretty dystopian today
mm,
about, and he was drawing a parallel between how um, different countries are using the technology for ways that the community may not have wanted or intended, but is
mhm.
possible.
Well, you look at Ethereum. Vitalik Buterin just posted uh about Ethereum on steroids because of the left turn that the original Ethereum 1, that it took, that was not the way he had intended, or that the community in general had intended, that just like, so now he's, sort of revamping the whole Ethereum community, and we'll see where that goes. But it's like everybody comes into communities, in community management, and you're going to control how that community grows and develops. And the truth is that, excuse me, if you step back and just let them grow and evolve, they do it on their own. They don't need you to control them. you know? So it's just, it looks really ugly when they're doing it, but every single community manager I have ever met, including myself, we go into it just like, okay, we're going to control this thing. And the thing, it's uncontrollable. It's not controllable at all. But if you take the time to watch, just like step back and watch it, the creation that they make, that is absolutely nothing what the creator intended, is so much more beautiful than what you would have come up with. because you have multiple minds working on this thing, and people coming together and just creating something that is more workable than what the original had intended.
I think one of the things that holds back creators is that they want to control. Sorry, they have a vision for the outcome,
Mm-hmm.
which may be behaviors, which might be wealth creation, what have you. But
Hmm.
I don't think creators are necessarily themselves deciding um, what influence they have.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
So, um, creators are inventing, business functions, let's say, right? Or business objects.
Mm-hmm.
And they invent these functions and objects with a desired intention, with a desired benefit, what have you. And I don't believe that they have nearly as much control as they think they do about the outcome that will happen as a result of their project. And I don't think anyone can have a real clear view of what that is, right? Karl Marx wrote his manifesto, never imagining what would have happened with his ideas.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And who's to say that's his fault? Is that his fault? I don't know. He was just growing up during Oliver Twist. Who wouldn't be upset at the factory industrial revolution when you have child labor? That's a very valid criticism. The
Mm-hmm.
low prices are the artillery with which capitalists used to batter down foreign walls. All of those things were true, right? But he didn't get to implement his ideas, and I'm sure he'd be horrified by by how people hijacked his math to prove things that weren't there.
Right. I mean, it's kind of, I look at it as a child. Parents cannot control one single child, but you want to control an entire community of people. Let me know how that works out for you. That's
It's
all.
almost like a kind of hubris.
It is. It's like I mean, when I went into community management, I like that was how I went into it was, oh, I'm going to control this community, and here, let me write this constitution and everything. And about 5 minutes into it, I handed to me. And then I got my ass handed to me again and again and again. And it's like, maybe we should think about this. And, because this is not working. So it was just like the release of control and just like stepping back and watching them just do whatever it is that they're going to do. Um, some of it's really ugly. I have to admit, it's really, really stinking ugly. But the community just evolved and developed in a way that I absolutely never pictured, but much better than what I had pictured. You
You ever
know,
read the you ever read the Tao Te Ching?
the what?
The Tao Te Ching.
Mm-mm.
It's I think you would love it. It's kind of like an Asian mystic's Bible, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a lot to say about governing oneself and governing other people.
Mm-hmm.
And it talks about the value of, I think it's called Wu Wei, which is non-action as a form of influence.
Mm-hmm.
And it talks a lot about this state of allowing
Mm-hmm.
in order to influence. Like if you would be influential, like if you, he said, if you want to control a large cattle population, give them a large space in which to graze.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And it was much more about. I'll put some of the stuff to the top. Uh, it was a very hands-off way of managing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think invisibly, this is kind of how I look at like groups, right? So if there's somebody who wants to come up and wants to talk about their private parts, that's okay, right? You know, Donnie does that all the time. Just joking, Donnie.
Oh,
I love him.
It's lies. It's all lies. Don't listen to him, squad.
don't scare me, because a friend of mine was just talking to me about, like the dick pics and in your DMs and everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, it's been
Brian gets a lot of those, believe me, trust me.
yeah.
It's
Yeah, with a voice like that, you damn right he does.
yeah, I'm telling you. You know, a lot of times I just record the space and listen to what he says over and over again. Puts me, you know?
Who, Brian?
Yeah. Have you ever heard Brian speak? He's very seductive with his voice.
Oh no, I haven't heard him speak yet.
He's got a way with the words, let us tell you.
Hashtag blame Brian.
Blame Brian, hashtag. How's everybody doing this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
Horrible. The whole world's burning down. I just don't know.
No. No.
I'm having a coffee. It's an apocalypse. The sky is falling. I'm having tea. How are you? Welcome to Twitter Spaces.
Gotta love the
I,
honesty.
I love doing that to people. They'll ask me like, "How's your day?" sometimes, and when I'm just feeling like I'm in a great mood, I just tell them it's a horrible day. And I love to see their reaction, like, because nobody expects that shit.
It's right, man. You just throw it on him. Ha!
It's like, you want to hear my life problems? You want to hear what's going on? All right, let's do this.
Right?
Look, this
Mhm.
is a positive space, and you're acting like a pagan right now. Thanks.
I apologize.
You don't want to go into the. You don't want to be negative in a positive space. They'll crucify you.
I'm just trying to keep the balance in here.
What is up with that? I am seeing a lot of like the no negativity allowed.
Sorry. Yeah.
Bilal is reverberating through the Twitter spaces.
That's so strange.
It'd be interesting to be able to do a filter for all the spaces and then look at like when people had their like positive spaces and if it was correlated to like market dips. Like price goes down, we have to be positive. Price goes up, fuck you guys, Lambos.
Fuck you guys. I'm selling bags. Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. That's right.
I'm just ready for VGX to go to a penny.
Hey,
And
there
then you're
we
gonna
go.
buy it all?
Fuck
I'm
it.
buying some.
Yo, that's the ultimate G-Gen play right there. I think VGX has never been more affordable. And I think if you had $500 out there, it might be one of the most transformative plays.
You just blowing smoke up my butt.
No, because look, I'll tell you right now, if Voyager can,
Brian, we got Brian laughing down there. Look at Brian go.
Brian thinks I'm
I'm
trolling.
sorry, go ahead.
Brian thinks I'm trolling, but I'm not financial advice serious. That I believe that if Alameda not only has an equity stake, but a credit facility stake, I don't think they're not giving those things up in exchange for no collateral. And I believe that VGX is worth more to them alive than dead. Am I crazy?
I don't think so. I'd agree with you. Yeah, that's why I'm holding on, friend.
I do agree. When it goes to a penny and I buy a bunch of it, after that, if they manage to pull it together, then yeah, it might actually moon like for real.
What is that? So it was at 10 So you're trying to buy it at a penny, and then how much are you trying to throw down?
Do what?
Oh, how much are you trying to invest if VGX gets to a penny?
At a penny, like like $500 or something, maybe 1,000. But if it goes like hundreds or thousands of a penny, then I mean, I might go in with the track funding and just buy the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, seriously.
I think Donnie, you in? Ron, you in? Do a
Make it
Carl
happen.
Icon. We can do a Carl Icon type takeover, activist takeover of the VGX platform by banding together.
Yeah, we can get the VGX heroes. They're still rocking and rolling and slamming and jamming, yeah. And
Look,
we can make some miracles happen.
if the heroes took over the project, you guys would be the VGX pantheon at that point.
We would
That's
be
that's like the
unstoppable.
ultimate Degen play.
Mario's like, fuck that. I want nothing of that. No, Mario was awesome. I know he beat game. Yeah.
Well, I think what I fundamentally observed is that the conversations that are had when the price is high are different than the conversations when the price is low. And why might that be? Why do we care about different things when the price is high versus when the price is low? We've been having these conversations for a whole year, almost.
Can you pull the transcripts from the Twitter Spaces API? Or do you have to pull the audio and then transcribe it?
Audio and then transfer over, I think. Yeah. Why do you want to get something?
Well, I was just thinking about actually pulling the data from any of the spaces that you possibly could, and then I was thinking about. Go ahead.
I mean, there are generated captions happening live. Like if you turned your captions on, it would caption it live. I can't imagine that's not stored somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like that has to be stored somewhere. I'm about to look at them.
Well, I think it's kind of like getting a deposit to your bank account. We all get super happy and excited when we get, that deposit, and it's the same kind of thing. You get really optimistic when you have stuff, you know. When the price is down, you got nothing.
Yeah, I agree with that. You guys see red blood.
Yeah, but 1 Ethereum equals 1 Ethereum.
It does, but there's that perception.
I mean, I
Because
literally asked for a quote on some work like a couple of days ago, and the person I asked hit me out of nowhere with it'll be two Ethereum or whatever it was, and that's the first time that I've ever had anybody price something in Ethereum like that. And I think as time moves on, we'll see more and more of that, kind of like how Venezuela did.
Yeah, I think it's the perception because we keep on valuing cryptocurrencies in American dollars. So when the price goes down, there's this perception of I have nothing versus, like you just said, 1 Ethereum still equals 1 Ethereum, 1 Bitcoin still equals 1 Bitcoin. So comparing it and putting the value in itself rather than fiat currency.
What if we priced Ethereum in terms of a barrel of oil?
Ooh.
A barrel of oil is still a fiat resource, so you're still valuing it in fiat currency.
Well, that's probably going to change very soon.
Because of the Russian ruble thing?
Yeah, there's a couple things going on there. They pitched the idea of using Bitcoin at one point. Then the ruble situation. I don't know. There's too much. There's too many talks going on between Russia and India and other countries in the region of using alternative currency.
But it's a good point that Venus brings up. The value is it. We have the data that OPEC decides to release, not the data that is actual.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't know. The whole oil market is a scam, but yeah.
It definitely is. Well, you guys, thank you so much for having me. I've got to get going and get my day started. It's almost 7 o'clock here, so
All love. Thanks for joining us at the Squarespace. We try to have Degen conversations in a corporate voice so that things don't fall off the rails.
yeah.
Nice. All right, Venus. Hey, you take care, friend.
Okay.
Have a
I
great
love
day.
Venus.
All right. I will see you guys next time. Thank you.
Take care.
And then there were 4.
Can we? So I was going to ask if we can have a circle jerk with 4 people, but this is the Squarespace, so we have to keep things corporate.
That's right. Hey, if 4, we can make a square of 4.
Handy dandy.
I might have some short T-Rex arms, but I can. No.
So, but I imagine they're just like the revolutions, right? Are faster.
Yes, they are masters. At least
Oh,
one of them is.
It's
Master of my own domain.
master. Sorry.
Master. Oh no. See, this is
Poor
what it's
T-Rex.
about right here. We just have fun.
All right. Poor
That's
T-Rex.
right. Poor T-Rex.
Right? Maybe that's why he was so upset all the time. He just didn't have a way to get a release.
Yeah, that would be my guess. You'd think, right? It's like,
Right?
think about like how far he had to walk, or she, right, to get. Well, it was male. To go get some Miss T-Rex, Ms. T-Rex.
Are you assuming the woman's T-Rex gender?
I am. Ugh. There we go. I never saw a member hanging in any Jurassic Park. So for all we know, it could have been a she T-Rex.
T-Rex.
She-Rex, yes, She-Rexa. She-Rexa. She-Rexa the park.
what's the narrative in the news these days? I haven't read the news in so long.
Same, I don't know. What you got there? So you want to?
What are we mad about these days? I can be mad about it.
Oh,
Roe versus Wade.
Oh,
there
yeah.
it is.
Right.
There it is.
We have to
Yep.
distract ourselves from the inflation. That's it.
That's exactly right. Roe versus Wade. And now how every state across the U.S. is now going to stop all forms of birth control and everything else.
Damn, that's
Yep.
crazy. Oh, birth control or abortions?
Well, they're saying that birth control is abortion.
Oh, damn.
Shit. Oh, fuck. Dude, motherfuckers, pull-out game's about to be... Better be on point.
I am getting my passport in all seriousness, like very, very shortly.
Got one already, guys. Just make sure you keep it up to date. Just keep it rocking and rolling. I mean,
What, so you want to have illegitimate kids in Canada, like the good old days?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I might have to show up at your house one day. I don't know.
There we go. Well, in Hamilton, there's a lot of eligible bachelorettes and maybe even some bachelors that would be interested.
no, that's what the news is right now. The news is literally a bunch of bullshit about Roe versus Wade. And the only thing they did was take off it from the federal eyes and just give it to each state and say, do what you want. And
I saw that as a trend that the U.S. would stay together by increasing states' rights.
well, that's everybody wants to go make a presidential vote here in the States, and they don't want to show up every 2 years to do their due diligence for their local and their state representatives, and they want to sit and bitch and moan later on, like, well, how the fuck did this happen? Well, you fat ass, you didn't get off your ass to go fucking vote, so therefore, guess what? You don't get a right to sit and bitch and moan now that all of a sudden the federal government's getting smart enough to say, I don't need all this bullshit. You states fucking deal with it. Come to me when you got a bigger federal problem. And that's exactly how the government should be ran is, hey, go see grandma and grandpa when you have a big, big problem, okay? Until then, handle your house on your own.
I think the only reason why that it was overturned is because our population is on the decline.
Mm-hmm.
And
100%.
Yeah, and I think that's why we don't really have social programs to support a lot of people with children properly in the states to keep them locked in. And it's the same thing with everything. Our financial system, you can't have leverage unless you have X amount. You got to do it outside the country because that keeps all the people in the country from making any money. It's like same thing, everything.
I mean, you're right. I mean, 100%.
Drives me nuts.
I think too, though, that there is an industrial nature that takes over this market, and I think that it's hard to look away from. Like, I asked Allie, what did she think, right? And she said, I'm not sure if it's a good idea to have people having kids that they don't want to take care of them, right? And I'm like, yeah, I could understand that. And then the other side of me is understanding the business of abortion, right? And I'm not sure if people really fully grasp what that industry is like.
Yeah,
You think we treat chickens badly?
I mean, it's fucked up. Some of the stuff that they do, that whole situation, but at the same time, you can't just say, yeah, no matter what, you can't have an abortion. No matter what, you're totally fucked. I mean, there's so many situations where it makes sense. I mean, even from just a health standpoint. I mean, you can't. It's not a yes or no situation. So for them to turn it into that, it's just wrong.
Well, I think
period.
we're also like in an intermediary stage. So step one is giving the states the jurisdiction to make the decision on their own. And then the states are now going to go through their own process of, I think it's to Brian's point, realizing, oh, shit. You mean our local elections matter because more rights are given to my state governor than to the president? Maybe I should take more of a vested interest in this. We're in that intermediary phase.
I need a federal government to worry about federal things, not state, local issues. Healthcare to me is it's a state problem. It's a community problem. It's no different than any other thing in my eyes. It's like, wait a minute, I'm going to go live in a community that seeks out the same things that I seek. I'm not going to go place my kids in an area that, well, this is, just because this works for now type deal. No, I'm going to put myself and my family in a situation of, this is the community that I'd like to live in. This is where I'd like to grow up, or things of that nature. I think people need to go back to the whole basics of just local community. You're seeing it here on Twitter Spaces. You have communities all over the place. So, I mean, it's just, if you figure out community locally, you can easily build a state community, and then a federal community they just need a mandate. Just here's the rules and regulations to live by. Constitution. I don't know. I mean, I think the change of the health reasons that NFT was talking about, I agree. There is health reasons. There is scenarios and situations for that. So I don't know.
I always like get conflicted because I can see both sides of the coin, and it bothers me so much because I mean, like, I can understand why the people that are driving everything want to do what they do, and then at the same time I'm like, oh well, I get the side of the people that it's affecting, and it's like, which one makes more sense long term? Which one's like better for humanity as a whole? I guess you'd say, and then it's just one of those things, but. I don't know. Like, if you look at the news, I mean, just on the abortion thing, Mississippi is in the headlines left and right, um, and I live in Mississippi, so it's a stigma. But anyway, I'll be right back.
Yeah, I think it's a think federally, act stately kind of thing.
Oh, I agree with that.
Because why should we expect New York City to want the same rules as Arkansas?
Correct. They're two different cultures.
They're actually two different. Like, I've been thinking about America more in terms of Europe, with a different geography, right? Where it's kind of like, I'm pretty sure if you went from one part of the States to another, you'd feel like you're in a different country.
Oh, easily. Yeah, big time, big time.
I mean, yeah, I can drive a mile down the road and feel that way.
Yeah, man. See, that's a whole nother thing right there. Just with its own. Driving just like mile down the road.
It's literally a war zone, like a mile down the road. I'm not even kidding. I mean, like
Wow.
like 4 kids got shot the other day in one day.
What?
And it's insanity. I mean, it's crazy.
Wow. What's going on, Casey? Welcome to the Squarespace, Degen Conversations in a Corporate Voice.
Well, good morning, so you want to. How is your day going?
My day is going well. I am on the right side of the bars and the right side of the ground.
Ha ha, that one gets me every time.
It's a pat response I use when people ask me how I'm doing because they think I'm more street credibility worthy.
That's a good camouflage. Well done.
Thank you. I've been working on my camouflage this entire time. And now that I realize I could just be Mexican, NFTs are worthless, I think I've found my home.
The AI has become sentient.
Unleash it
Someone
upon
call
the
Google and
world.
tell them we found AI.
Right? What's up, Donnie?
What's up, KC, man? It's good to hear that voice, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. You been singing?
A little bit here and there, not a whole lot, but a little bit here and there. Yeah.
That's good, man.
Yeah. It's a nice little break. It's a nice little way to just do something that takes your mind off of everything else. Yes, as my children try to rampage in the background. I'm constantly taking applications or talking to people on the phone, and all of a sudden I'm like, all right, John, well, what I really think you need to do is, and then there'll just be this huge scream from one of my kids, just like, nose diving off the stairs or something, and just blood curdling screams in the background. And I'm sorry, John, can you hold on for just one moment, please?
And John's like totally understandable. He's like, oh, yeah.
You ever see that SNL skit with, I think it was with Anna Gasteyer and Will Ferrell, where they're like, Johnny, you get off the shed? Hey, bud, get off the shed. And by the end of it, it's get off the damn shed, right? And they go back to a casual conversation with the other couple, right? I will rip your limb from your other limbs and reattach it to the friend of yours if you don't get off the shed. So these burgers are almost ready. Burgers looking pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
That reminds me of Stewie from Mad TV.
Yes. Start.
Oh, look what I can do. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yes. It's my favorite. Freaking Mad TV.
I found it. All right, I'm going to put it to the top. So this is SNL. I think I understand now. See, when you're a kid, when you're watching these skits, it's like, oh, look, it's funny. They're yelling in a comedic manner. And now you realize, oh, this is an actual birthday party. And this is how parents are actually acting. Amazing. And I think it would be a great prank to do on someone where you like record some noise in the background from your kids and then like replay it on a call and then yell at the kids and then go back to the corporate voice, right? And then just be shocked.
How could you? You're such a terrible parent.
Or it could be like the moment that you guys both connect, right? Man, you have crazy kids too? Man, I wish I could yell at my kids like that. Right? I remember when I remember the moment that like Louis C.K. really blew up, and it was the moment that he started really making fun of his kids. You ever see that Louis C.K.'s joke where his kid keeps asking why?
Oh, it's bringing it, dude.
Why,
I
Daddy?
remember
Well, because some things are and some things are not. Why? Well, just eat your fries.
Oh, there he is. Yes. Okay. Yes, that's right. But why is Dad? Why's the sky blue?
Yeah, exactly. And it's a story about how he sees a parent yelling at their kid at a McDonald's to eat their fries. And he used to think like, wow, that's a mean parent. And now that he's a parent, he's like, no. You don't understand what that parent's been through.
Yeah. It's that kid. It's that kid.
Who won't stop asking why.
Yeah, never stops asking why. But why? Oh, whoa, Johnny. but Daddy,
It's
why?
it sounds like it's almost like the way when you hear somebody talk to Casey about financial literacy, right? And Casey has to explain it to them. I would love if if somebody, the next time someone asks you for financial advice, you did it as a parent talking to a child who's been running around with knives.
I put myself up for that one.
Yeah,
Around nice. Around nice.
yeah.
Again. He's doing it. He's going fucking full speed.
Oh my god.
He's not paying attention where he's going with them fucking eyes.
So I was just watching that video. Oh my god. I will shove you back into my womb if you don't get off that shit. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god.
There's multiple sketches like that, by the way. That was a running sketch. So they would have like different guests come on and do that with Will
Oh
Ferrell.
my god. That was awesome.
That was what's happening. Was happening in my mind when you were describing everything.
Wow. Wow. I gotta go think about my parenting techniques now.
You got some new ideas.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think Lagertha would be a good parent.
I just hear the cussing just flying. Chris? I can't do it. Chris and Lagertha, they would be so funny. I feel like get the popcorn, the sweet popcorn. Okay, now that butter American shit. All right, we're going full German bomb as can be popcorn, like delicious, amazing popcorn.
How does the potential parenting techniques for you associate to popcorn?
Well, just because like you get to sit back and watch, and you eat your popcorn, just watch Chris and Lagertha parent.
So in your mind, they're just taking it as raw entertainment and sitting back with popcorn and watching to see what happens.
Yep, that's right. Kick back in the recliner. Oh, especially when it's nap time or bedtime. Oh, but not so much a toddler. That's pretty mean. That's no. So we got to go a little bit higher up. So where we want to go.
You see them
around the
being
horn.
calm observers enjoying the show, though, generally speaking.
I see Lagertha having like a goth daughter and then having like fights with the goth daughter.
That turn into actual duels.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. And she teaches like, wow.
No. We lost
So
her.
you want so you
Yay!
want to talk back to your mother? I will have you in the. See, the thing is, whenever I do Lagatha, I end up doing Sacha Baron Cohen
Yeah,
as
I don't know
Borat.
why that happens, but it
I don't
happens
know why
every
that is.
time.
It happens every time. It's so difficult.
Yeah, I can't. It just the voice plays out so well in my head, but I cannot imitate it at all.
Maybe because like I'm brown, so like when Germany passes through India, you end up with Kazakhstan.
Oh. Okay, so back to the Legatha and the kids and everything like that. So I was gonna sit back with my popcorn, my sweet popcorn, and I was gonna watch. So I'm gonna let her. Okay, so she's back. Good morning, Legatha. I was gonna sit back with, or actually, good evening. I was gonna sit back with my popcorn, and I was gonna watch her and Chris parent a 5-year-old. We'll call it a 5-year-old, and just watch the patience dwindle away.
There's no patience to dwindle.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Fucking fistful of popcorn in the mouth.
Don't you think there's a
Nom, nom,
reason
nom.
Chris and I do not have or won't ever have any children? Like, we're very
But Legatha, you gotta like help out the global population. It's shrinking every day.
Donnie. It's 2
I
a.m.
did my
in the
part.
morning. It's 2 a.m. in the morning.
There it is. Yeah, it's way too
Don't you even
late.
start?
Oh, okay. Well, I love you, dear, and I'm sorry that it's so late. Shit.
I went to bed early and then I fell asleep listening to Michelle Obama's podcast. No, not podcast. Audiobook.
Oh, so it did its job. It put you to sleep really well.
Yeah, I did. And now I'm up and, people are crazy. Making me speak at 2 a.m. in the morning. Telling me I need to give birth to children.
Well, now that you've read the Michelle Obama book, you're probably a better mother than most.
I haven't read it. I listened to it, and like 10 minutes into it, I just fall asleep. So I keep restarting back over and over and over and over every night.
Now you know my pain when it comes to watching a show. I got my finger on my nose, like, ooh. Seriously, I cannot watch my shows, y'all. I gotta watch movies, and only movies. It's like whenever I go to my Shorty and Aaron's house, my two friends. They're always like, "All right, where you at on Stranger Things, Donnie?" And I'm like, same where we left off. I can't.
For the most part, I've given up on shows and movies, and I just use Twitter and real life conversations. That has been.
Yep. I've replaced all of my media with
Yeah.
Casey and Brian
Ah.
and Lagartha and Donnie and Juice and NFTs. And to be honest with you, like, we could just change this hashtag a bit and have like a great time, and then change it back, and everything goes back to normal.
Oh, I love it when you mess with the spaces, like the name of the spaces, like you do it late at nighttime. Like we had Wonder Woman, where she was like, "WTF, my drink," or T-Gen drink, or whatever the hell it was, tequila. Where WTF is my tequila. It was great. It's like that poor lady, man. She like went there with all this wonderful hope of having this incredible tequila. The DB Cooper sent her on a mission to go have at this restaurant, and they didn't even have the tequila. And not only that, like she was treated like she didn't exist, like no service, no anything by her hostess. And Wonder Woman's like, well, middle finger up there, and just said, grabbed her stuff, said, I'm out, and she went back to her apartment. And hopefully she stopped on her way to the apartment to get her very own tequila and hang out with us. I did not. Did she? I didn't make it that far.
Yeah, I don't think I did either. It was kind of, we saw it all happen in real time.
I don't think she revealed it.
But it was like, oh, I'm almost there. right? This is great. And then 15 minutes later, I left. We're like, you left?
Right? I know. And then like that's what I love about when people in Twitter spaces are actually doing something outside of their homes, right? They're on a mission, or they're going grocery shopping, or like Baroness when she's going to the farm to take care of her babies, right? And just hearing all the things happening.
See, I think
Her genetically modified experimental chickens.
Yes, they're so
see,
cool.
like I think that if I ever went to a conference again, what I might do is set up like a little podcast station and have different people like come by for like a quick chat.
You mean like you do now?
Yeah, but just with in IRL. Sorry, I had to use the right concatenation or whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, that would be kind of cool to have as a Twitter space.
Right? Just talk to people on the street. Like I could just set up like a microphone outside my place and like I just talk to people on the street. You can get to know Hamilton.
You need to offer some drinks and snacks and some comfy chairs.
Mm,
People can actually enjoy that time.
we could do that. Like, if people have Uber Eats, right? We could set them up with like a, $30 or $50 Uber Eats coupon, and so they get to eat at the same time and all that stuff. And then you could like post your food pictures like on Instagram, right? You gotta have. It's not an event unless you're taking a picture of your food.
Ooh, yes. And then you can ask them about like certain like foods that we always talk about, whether it be gummies or peaches. Feel like okay, and mangoes. Be like, all right, first off, are you like team peach or are you team mango? And you just start them down the line, right? And just break them in, get them comfortable, and then you just start.
You sound like an operative for Big Pear, trying to set the communities against each other.
Big Pear. No, I'm team peach. I'm full time team peach, and I do not hate on
Over
anybody.
mangoes?
Friends, yes.
Whoa!
Oh,
How dare you?
I
Peaches over
know,
mangoes.
but they're so juicy though, and sweet, and I just love them so much.
Man, I already feel the schism between us over this food choice. I think I think our relative factions that worship the mango seed and the peach pit will have to go to battle. That's
My
kind of like
question,
the block in the blockchain of peaches.
That
you
is a
don't,
block in the blockchain.
it's not a food choice, it's a lifestyle choice. You don't understand.
It's a
Donnie
food
always told,
chain.
no, if you're a team mango or peach, it's a lifestyle you choose. It's not just a fruit you prefer to eat.
Oh, you think if you looked at the people who ate mangoes versus the people who ate peaches, you'd notice that they had a different culture?
Certainly, yes. But, there's a a few weeks of, stories behind the whole Team Mango or Team Peach thing. And I'm not gonna go there because it's 2 a.m. in the morning and I need to
Yeah,
sleep.
I was
But
about to say there's so many jokes running through my mind, but I'm like, eh.
Donnie can explain you the details.
Like we know what we know Team Peach. Yeah. But like I'm
No,
just straight up
he
flat
doesn't.
out like talking about eating.
Well,
I love like there was a movie called James and the Giant Peach. And before that, of course, there was a book called James and the Giant Peach.
yeah, but that's just Big Peach trying to force their ideology.
Yeah, you're right. And it worked on me. It was amazing. And dude, like I can literally eat peach. I love peaches so much. I will crack me a can of peaches and I can
Now you're just
like
a
a big can.
non-teachable character at this point.
Oh, well, what about like peach juice? Like you could crack the can and you could drink the juice. Do you like peach juice? Like even if it squirts you a little bit, it might be a little sticky, but It tastes delicious. Except for when it gets in your eye. That shit burns.
That's what she said.
Oh, there it is. Go, Brian. Get it.
Ryan, I was waiting for you to do to use your sexy voice with Venus, and you never answered the call.
I didn't know how much country twang I was really going to put behind it, so
Can you put more?
I just decided to. Oh God, yeah. Need to get me on a little bit of drink in there.
I'm gonna send you a bottle just for that. Now we have a use for Uber
yeah.
Eats. I can send you like a meal and like some Pabst Blue Ribbon or whatever.
Thanks for picking the cheapest thing possible.
Oh. I don't know, man.
Hold on. Wasn't that just a racist comment that you just made, that Pabst Blue Ribbon and my voice go hand in hand?
I would have said, I don't know, man. Like me, I was always like a Miller Lite, and then like I discovered the Coors, man. I was Coors Light, but then I was funneling. Brian, you ever funneled? You ever taken some beer bongs, just funneled like a motherfucker? Or I'm sorry, am I allowed to cuss? So you want to?
You're being recorded. Don't worry.
Hey,
Can be edited.
I know, right? It's like, oh, hold on.
Are you gonna keep this recording? Because I feel like while I was watching the YouTube video, something happened, and it might have involved my name. Because when I came back, everything seemed crazy, and I was thrown like 5 mics in 3 seconds.
What'd you do? So you want to? See, now you got me scratching my head. I don't know, but yeah, beer. I did. I would throw you 5 mics if I had 5 mics to throw. Always like that.
I feel like Michael was trying to impersonate me, and there might have potentially be a reference between me and that lady that was yelling at her kids to come off the shed. But I just went away to watch the video, so I know what I'm talking about, and I feel like something happened while I was watching.
I also stepped away. I'm just coming back now.
Well, I was just talking like if you and Chris decide to have a baby, I would like to get some sweet popcorn, and I would like to sit back in a recliner, right? Probably behind like some plexiglass or something like that. That way, I will not be seen. Two-way mirror. There it is. And just watch y'all parent this little munchkin, this bundle of joy that would be yours and Chris's.
Yeah, you know that's not possible, right?
Can you imagine? I think it would make you more fierce than you are right now, if that makes sense. Can you imagine that? That'd be crazy.
Oh, I'm a fierce auntie, trust me. But I choose to not be a mother, and that's that. There doesn't need to be any more said about that.
And no worries, I'll tell you what, you can be my mom, okay? Like, you already are. You're like mom number 2.
Mommy.
Do you need to get your ass whooped, Matt?
What did you
Shit.
say?
Scaring me right now.
For 1 Bitcoin, Matt, she'll fuck you up.
Yeah, literally.
Oh,
Well-
I can bring tools if you need that or want that.
Well, we can do the arbitrage Rubin idea, right? Where you tokenize the domineering. Would it be?
Oh, I thought we're tokenizing whips and, you know, whatever you do with them.
I mean,
To fight.
technically, we could use the whip as like a new form of consumer price index, right? So whenever you saw an increase in the price of a whip, you'd know, oh shit, something happened with the economy. The sex toys are going up in price.
I'm telling you guys, sex toys in New Zealand are just like every fucking thing else, like ridiculously expensive. Every time I go to Germany, I buy sex toys there and bring them here because I pay like a quarter.
And
They're pretty expensive over here too.
plus you get that German engineering, right? It's something you can rely on, built fast.
So, you know, it's usually actually it's either German or American brands, but it's just so insanely expensive here. Like a Satisfier I got in Germany for like $35 and here it's like 350. I'm like, what?
Jesus.
Okay. Yeah. But also, you know, in Germany they send you at least once a week they send you a newsletter from the store and you get always sex toys for like €0 and you just pay like 99 cents postage and shipping. And you can return
Are
them
those
too.
the returns?
Yeah, you can return them too. It's European Union. You can return everything in 2 weeks time.
Well, that's what I was thinking. That's why they're like 99 cents, because they might have been pre-owned vehicles.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you clean them obviously before use. I don't know what you do
One
with
would
your
hope.
sex toys, but I clean mine before use.
Welcome to the Squarespace Degen Conversations in a corporate voice. This has been Lagatha talking about arbitrage of sex toys between regions. It's like foreign exchange. Get it? Foreign exchange. You guys don't get it. Never mind.
It's STI exchange or STD, whatever you call it.
Oh, yeah, I imagine there'd be some STDs exchanged.
Or it could make you stronger, right? Through like like having a little bit of poison. You know, resilience training.
Boost the immune system. Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can see it.
Right. What doesn't kill you might give you herpes.
The gift that keeps giving.
Yeah.
Oh
I mean, you know,
shit!
What could be
just
more
it's
communist?
like snowball. It's like a snowball effect of STDs.
Snowball consensus. Now we're talking avalanche, I believe.
Oh boy.
As long as it's not Solana, you know, and at some point once the snowball is too big and everybody gets scared of the giant snowball everybody agreed to,
The
they
problem with having sex with Solana is that it just stops all of a sudden, and you're like, "Why'd you stop?" And then
So
you don't hear anything for a couple days.
so it's like men.
Oh no, we're back at it like just however much longer later, right? It's like, yeah, we stopped out of nowhere, yes, with that one. But then we're like, hey.
Have you ever read those threads on Reddit of like women talking about men and it's like 95-8% of the time, whatever it is, they're like, yeah, totally unsatisfied. Like, I don't know, it's freaking insane. They're like,
Oh, I
yeah,
believe it. Seriously, like they need to just we need a robot or we need some contraption that clasps around around us, right? And creates this massive monstrosity for women that like it big. And it just needs to thrust the shit out of us and needs to throb and do all the amazing things, right? It would be like a ride. It would be like a ride on Universal Studios. Okay. And then it gauges like once woman comes and climaxes, right? Then it recognizes that just by her screams, and then it stops unless the button is pressed there for one more again, and then what? Yeah,
Brian just left.
Brian's like, shit, I
yeah.
got
He was like, yeah, I'm not gonna listen to that shit today.
that's great. Brian's like, fuck you, Donnie, you weird motherfucker.
That is
Why am I not
hilarious.
surprised? Why am I not surprised?
You know what? I don't
Look,
really want to
all
talk
women
about
have always
sex
told
toys in
me
the morning.
It's
it's the
2
motion of the
a.m.
ocean,
There he
not the
is.
not
I
the sound of
thought,
the boat.
we scared you. I was like, oh shit. So you want
I
to
think he went
explain,
on to
right?
Amazon to look at
You
the
scared
pricing.
him, Donnie.
Ryan, do you need help with the choice of sex toys? You can always, slide into my DMs.
Hey,
Dude,
Consoles.
he's probably working right now, and he's cracking the F up right now. Dude, he's dying.
he's probably like, "What the hell are y'all talking about?"
No, I'm in a golf cart. I'm riding around the campus, and I left the Wi-Fi, and then it dropped the freaking space. And then I was thinking, well, if Lagatha's got a market over there like that, I got access to some US shit. I'll just send you a box of fucking dildos there, honey. I can make a fortune at this.
Yo,
I would be
finally we
surprised,
figured out a purpose for our community.
Ryan. Listen, I would be surprised if they were cheaper in the US for me than in Europe because of the exchange rate of the dollar at the moment to any other currency. It's pretty crazy. So
Honey,
I would really be surprised if you get it cheaper than $0. That would be amazing.
yeah,
Now we're really talking horse trading.
fucking Groupon, baby.
Now we're cooking. Yeah. Put some paps on that, damn it. Shit.
Oh, people think I'm weird.
Finally a use for the blockchain.
Dude, I'm sorry. I could never really get down with Paps. I mean, it just is what it is. It's like, yeah, we've all drank Paps, right? I'm assuming. Legatha, maybe not. Have you ever tried Paps, Legatha?
Tabs.
Oh, like Peter.
Ooh, I thought of it. I thought of an app.
Pads. Like the
Paps.
things I put in my penny when I'm menstruating.
Paps.
Those pads.
No, not a pad.
I did try them. Yes. Wouldn't
Yay.
recommend.
What if there was an app where women could anonymously vote on how good a man was or not, and essentially it's tied to the blockchain, and
We
You
have
mean
that with
like
LinkedIn right now,
Google reviews for
or LinkedIn reviews,
yeah.
right? Because you could figure out, does he have money and does he have dick, and he has both of those things and his own place. Then you know what I mean. You might get an endorsement for that. Has own
Just
place,
having
lives
dick isn't
alone.
enough, Just having a dick is just not cutting it. I'm sorry.
Get it? Not cutting it.
No, not. It's just not. No. You gotta
Circumcision
know what
joke.
you do. You gotta know what you do, and usually, a good pair of hands and a swiftly, working tongue are like much better than any dick in most cases. So, yeah.
Fascinating.
We need to shift the focus from dick to other,
and that's why women don't
Interesting.
need that.
That's interesting. So I think in the dawning of the age of Aquarius, maybe we can explore these, uh, less explored places.
If they are less explored for you, you really need to catch up quickly.
Well, you Germans have, a little more hours on us.
Yeah, we're the prudes, remember? Like, that's probably why
Yeah,
our
I
sex
know.
toys are so fucking expensive over here. It's
I know you're
because
the
they
prudes,
know
but
how
I
to.
thought the whole Kama Sutra stuff came from India, so
But I'm Guyanese. We left that back home to focus on planting rice.
Yeah, I'm not sure how Rise is gonna help you in this situation. Did he check your DM?
Let me check. zu den Tagesstips. What does that mean?
It's just the German weekly freaking what is it called? Newsletter, whatever. The email I get to tell me which sex toy I can get for €0 this week.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I mean, they don't ship to New Zealand, but I'm not even joking. These things here cost between $200 and $350.
Brian, what are
So
you doing in IT?
What did you say?
What are you doing in IT when there's all this money to be made with horse trading?
You got Brian dying over there. I am too. Don't feel bad, man. Like, what the hell am I doing? I should be in like sex toys. Like I should be slanging the shit out of that. Oh my goodness. I'd be like, here, one for everybody. But like, you get this one. Look, it attaches like this. Look at it. It's got rabbit ears. Oh my goodness. It hits all the spots. Oh, and this one's got suction and it vibrates and you don't even do anything.
See,
You
I think
sit back.
if we paired the toy with like Brian or Lagatha's voice, then we have an innovation. Because right now they're just toys, right? And so they're commodities. But if we added the voice to it, you know, why did you invest in Luna? This is terrible. And they're like, this is not sexy, right? Like, or some people get turned on.
I can just hear Lagatha now. Like, if you give me 1 Bitcoin,
It detects their moment of climax and it stops and it asks for a payment.
1 Bitcoin,
yeah, I get
please.
you to 99%, and then I have you begging.
There you go. Now we have an idea.
There, God
The
damn it.
Lagatha way.
And you could have like paid. You could have a paid, kind of like Twitter space. You know how you can charge like tickets, and then they get the product, and then they get to have like a private one-on-one or whatever on Twitter space where you just walk them through their experience. But it's really just like an automated
Walk or
voice.
talk? I don't know if I want to walk the walk, but I could do the talk.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. If we record your voice, then I can just be like someone behind a switchboard and use you like an NPC, right? And just like sample your voice. 1 Bitcoin, please. Sit down over there. Look at me when you're talking. Sorry, it devolves
I
into
really
Brad
hope
every
I
time.
don't sound as weird as you do when you try to impersonate me.
Again, it's only because you have a South American Canadian brown person from India. If you go back far enough, trying to impersonate a German, so it comes up like Kazakhstan. That's my thesis.
Yeah, I think you don't even come out like Kazakhstan. Like, it's... I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. But
Are you very relaxed?
Fucking Borat.
that's a mix between British and French accent. And that is not me.
Dude, like I'm just
Very
sitting there
nice.
Okay,
impersonating.
let's
I'm like,
practice it. Donnie, are you sitting down?
yeah, what? No.
You're not sitting down. That's fine.
No,
This is better standing up.
I am laying down.
Well, then that's perfect. It sounds like you're ready for the experience. That will be half a Bitcoin
I'm
to
trying,
proceed.
dude. I'm trying. I'm like trying to get like there. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to think. I'm like sitting there like that. I'm impersonating you while you're talking. I'm like, so I'm sitting here muted and I'm like saying exactly what you're saying. And that is helping. I'm just like, how the fuck is Leg at the Dock? I can do this. I
See,
think I can.
I think this is called utility, everyone.
So everybody, just do that. Just imitate what Legatha says when she's talking, and just get used to saying it just like she does. The way that she laughs.
Are you trying to you know you have to license her mannerisms, right? You have to pay to impersonate her with licensed impressions.
But what? All right, so like Beanie Babies, okay. Like remember back in the 90s with Beanie Babies and how they had all those frauds, and they got into the hands of these collectors. Okay, so I could just do that. I could
Oh,
just impersonate
wait a
like
minute. Are you gonna come out with Lagertha?
a logarithm.
Yeah, that would be the male version. There's Lagertha and Lagertha.
Logarithm. Logarithm. Dude,
Yeah,
that is amazing. You know
and,
why?
and it,
Go
uh,
ahead, 3, 1, 2.
Log.
I can't even say
So this is how I spelled it.
Lagertha. I will never forget Airborne. Airborne, if you're listening to this, Lagertha. I remember
What do you
watching
think, Casey?
Airborne Space.
So, Casey, here's the idea. Brian, for whatever reason, has a extensive access to female pleasure items. And so, what we were doing to move ourselves from a commodity product to a value add is pair Lagertha's voice with the Lagertha product and pair Brian's voice with the Lagertha product.
Whoa. Nice play. Nice twist on words. That gets an immediate approval.
Amazing.
I mean, if you incorporate voice with, an audio stimulation,
Yes.
that's all we're doing.
Why would you not use Casey's voice instead of Brian's voice?
Oh,
Oh,
Casey
yeah.
has no idea. Casey, I already introduced Casey to the voice acting already. Where do you think this is going? You think I want him to talk about financial literacy? You guys think I want him to talk about financial literacy?
I'm
We're trying to
about
make
to get
paid money,
pimped out, dude. I'm
trying to
about to
get
get
money
pimped
out
out
here.
so fucking hard.
No, but it's not even pimped out because we're going to record the voice, so it's just going to be like a sampler,
Yeah,
right?
I'm still saying we should do the full on record where you go through the alphabet and the numbers so that you can just auto generate whatever you
Yes,
want.
Justin Bieber or Rihanna, right? I like to party all the time. Partying is nice. Let's all have fun.
But the marketing will overcome any defects, you know.
Yes,
Make this voice say whatever you want.
I
Anything
believe
you
if,
want.
right. If we started giving like uncollateralized loans, I think we could cover it up with a good pun. You know what I mean? Get right out in front of it.
Oh
Hey
yeah.
guys, we had
Can I have
yeah.
650 million without collateral
I mean,
or securities? I give you my voice. That should be
yeah.
fine.
Yeah. I'm with Lagarth on
Should
this.
be okay, right?
No collateral. As long as we don't take collateral, we'll be fine.
Or
in my
security or
in my
anything of the sorts.
in my head, I wanted to write like a porno script without the sex, where I could just write parts for like Lagatha and KC and Donnie, right? Like Donnie would be the pool boy, right? The unsuspecting pool boy.
I think how you rephrase that quickly to the unsuspecting pool boy.
Yeah, Donnie Sims is what they call him.
Oh, that's awesome. Donnie Sims. Now introducing our newest star, Donnie Sims.
Capital D.
Ooh.
Double D. It's Don
Double
Darko.
Big capital D's coming
From
at you.
double D's to big D's, we got all the D's to please when you're on your knees. Come and get some of these NFTs for sale. Well, how?
They should have never taught you rap. But truth say, it would be like you know that English dude, my blah 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 jiggle jiggle, it's falls. You know what I mean? You could be like that version of my money don't jiggle jiggle. Can you say that? My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds.
My money don't jiggle jiggle, it folds.
I like it when you wiggle wiggle.
I like it when you wiggle wiggle.
You know,
You know,
riding in my Fiat. You really love to see it.
riding in my Fiat, you really love to see it.
That's it. That's the commercial.
There we go. Done. Take.
But
Cut.
now we got
Print.
we gotta bring it up a notch. My money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. Come on, Casey. Let's give it a
My
little.
money don't jiggle, jiggle. It folds. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's almost like you're like the reverse of Little Nas X, right? Where you're just like a white guy taking rap music, right? So
The
I think if you
bizarro
said it,
world.
so I think if you said it like in that country twang that you just did, like sing that song as if you were impersonating Brian.
My money don't jiggle, jiggle. It wiggle, wiggle.
You
Yeah.
haven't been on TikTok lately, huh? Otherwise, you would have caught on much quicker with this one.
Apparently so.
Yeah, I can
Right.
tell.
Casey's back
I gotta
to
go.
start singing the. Oh, okay. Well, before you do,
Oh,
get on TikTok. You have a great day, friend.
Roger,
It was good to
Roger.
hear you.
Yeah, man, the space is recorded. I got it all. It's fine.
Brand new Lamborghini fucking cop car.
Love it. Right.
That's right.
And
Fuck
so
yeah.
the idea is that I write the script with, you know how there's like a cast, right? And then I just have, have like Lagatha's moving PFP, right? Because I have to. Actually, no, I could probably. Yo, I just figured it out. I just figured out how to make Lagatha's face move.
Zoom
Hold
in
on.
and zoom out.
Hold on a
You know
moment.
that there is like what 7 seasons of my face talking, right? Like it shouldn't be that hard.
Okay, hold on. No, like, there's a little. What's it called? Um, uh, it wasn't history. It was ancestry animate old picture. What was it called? Um,
Ancestry.com? No.
it was My Heritage. That's right. You guys ever heard of My Heritage?
Yes.
So My Heritage allows you to take an image like Lagatha's PFP and have it move. So what I'm going to
Really?
do, yeah, it is very fascinating. Okay, so let me zoom into your face. This is going to blow your mind.
Are you picturing the camera in your face right now, Legla?
Yeah,
It's like
Lagartha's about. You're going to see Lagartha's PFP move as if it was a person.
oh, I'm so excited for that.
Oh man. Okay,
Dude,
so
I want to
that's
see your head bobble.
Lagartha. Oh yeah, and I could actually like have it move and then set it to KC singing the wiggle wiggle, right?
My money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. I just picture like a caterpillar or something like that, like a jello. Gosh, jello freaking caterpillar just jiggling like a jello jiggler and then folding. I don't know. That's where my imagination is at right now. I don't know why. Trust me, I wish that I knew what was going on upstairs, but I myself do not even know. It just
Well,
comes in waves.
I think if we are to experience our true selves, we just have to let all that out, you know?
I agree.
Let the hair
You
down.
gotta let the weird, the awkward, the
Yeah,
everything out, right? It's like
yeah.
you can't be afraid.
Because we walk around as if we're these well put together people who are omniscient and know everything, and you know, hi, I'm Mr. Johnson. Oh, how are you? You know what I mean? Like it's all fucking. I can't do it. Let's see if this will work. Drag and drop.
Drag and drop. You hear that? Like that you're getting a drag and drop right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, drag and drop. Oh, Donnie.
Oh,
Oh,
see?
Donnie.
Now you're doing the puns. That's amazing.
Oh,
My
I'd
only
be great at it.
my only vision, my only hope is that that more people start speaking in puns. If that can happen, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
We have a pretty good flow already with the whatever puns among each other. If we're having dinner for like 5 hours when you host a space and not listening to the people in your space, then you would have picked up last night that there's a whole lot of puns going back and forth between the heroes.
Oh, man, I must have missed it. Why isn't this? Come on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
oh, oh.
We are animating your photo. This may take a few seconds. Holy cow. Oh
I'm
my.
so excited. I'm looking at
Yeah,
Lagatha's face, and she's smiling, looking over at you right
dude.
now. I'm
Dude, when you
very
see
close to my
this,
phone right now.
even later, like, you're gonna be very surprised at what this produced. Whoa! Lagatha, your face is moving. Okay, so editing
Yeah, oh, I
HTML.
know Botox. I would hope it's moving when I'm
Uh,
speaking.
oops. Hold on. I'm looking into the. You know how they try to prevent you from getting the MP4, right? They prevent you from downloading it. So I'm just looking at the. I'm inspecting the HTML so I can figure out upload, input type, file, submit, download video, photo. Okay, let's see if this is the photo here. Go to. Oh, wow. So can I download this? Got it? What does that mean? Keywords, link, got it. How do I download it? Save as? No. Um, press play. Oh, yes. Lagarth, are you ready for this?
Never been more ready than at 2:43 a.m.
I guarantee you that once you see this, you will be happy. Um, whoa. All right, so your life will never be the same again. There's a
My life is never gonna be the same again. I'm just forever gonna record this in my own memory.
Okay, you ready for it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's at the top.
Like that, I know it's 2 a.m. Probably like 2:15 now, but you don't sound too enthusiastic right now. Okay. I'm waiting. I'm in anticipation right now. I'm like super excited.
There's
look,
nothing that can prepare you for this.
I look a little bit like I'm pissed off at the NMI.
Oh, there it is. Okay, there it just popped up. Oh my gosh. Is that resting bitch face? Like just for a split second. Yep, resting bitch face before she. Dude,
Yeah, I'm
that's
not very
great.
happy at the end. I'm not very happy.
But you are happy.
I'm very tired.
Whoa, that is so cool. OMG, right now.
Imagine you have a picture of your like great grandma or something, and
Well,
you
that's
could
what
do.
people do. Yeah,
Hmm?
it's a service offered by MyHeritage. It's free,
Yeah,
and that's what people do. They animate their relatives' pictures.
That's cool. It looks like it reminds me of like a Harry Potter picture.
Oh yeah, and when they're like coming alive in the books, yeah.
That's pretty. I like it. Oh my goodness. Oh, I like that. That is like game changer. Lagatha is alive. You're like
I
Dr.
just don't know,
Frankenstein.
why would you want to
Well,
have
your
your
monster
grandma look like her, really upset, not approving of whoever they're looking at, grandma?
Well, it takes on the emotions of the initial image. So if you had like a smile, right, it would be easier for it to animate a smile because it already had that image, so to speak.
But
Yeah,
there is a smile on my profile picture.
it's a German smile, maybe.
Oh my.
Oh, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. We love you, Lagatha.
That is certainly a smile.
Ooh, can you do Brian? It is a smile.
Oh, I can't wait to
Dude,
do Brian.
I want to see Brian. Brian.
It's certainly not resting bitch face at like the original picture.
I like it though. I think when I add your voice to it, right? I think because here's the weird thing, and this, in all seriousness, when I opened the space, it was just myself and NFTs, and I did that because I just wanted to see what it would be like to have two NFTs are worthless in the same space in the same time, right?
It was, yeah, it was 1 a.m. at that point. It's nearly 3 a.m. So
Mhm.
you've
So
been
like,
screwing my sleep for 2 hours now.
so I'm gonna show you the photo. I'm gonna put it to the top, and I think we were laughing for like a good minute over this.
Oh, Donnie, did you hear DB Cooper tell us he loves us last night? I was so happy.
Oh, sorry, I was not hot mic'd. Okay, I thought I was hot mic'd. Yes, I did. And it was great. You have no idea what I just did. I get to create all the pinatas with your face now because
Oh
I
my
took that
gosh,
blown up,
Donnie.
and oh my gosh, like there's no more like cutesy Lagatha. There is only VGX Lagatha now, and it's like super blown up, and it's amazing. And let me go to my pictures right quick. Shit. Yeah, son of a bitch. Come here. Home. Okay. Oh, that's right. There. Oh, you just.
By the way, the votes have started rolling in for the mango versus peaches. Have you guys voted?
I have. I was the
Hmm.
first to vote.
Let me see it. Where are we at now? Oh wow! It's neck and neck, dude. This is crazy. I know. I swear to God, it is 41% to 59%.
Who's winning?
Mangoes by 59%.
Yeah, that tells me that it's not VGX Heroes voting, because VGX Heroes will majorly pick peaches, not like me, mango, but
Maybe they're peaches in the streets and mango in the sheets.
No, it's both, it's in the sheets, and you know, there's certain connections to each fruit, and while everybody goes mango first, because clearly everybody who's ever had a peach compared to a mango will go mango. But
Yeah,
the whole culture about the peach is just, blown out of proportion, and that's why people go peach.
Dude, I gotta go to it right now. Where is it? We got cybersecurity. No, that's the old one. That's the scored space. That's right. You're going too fast for me, bro. All right, Peaches, Team Peaches, 42%. So with my vote, I took it to 42% compared to 58%. But it sounds like that was exactly the same thing y'all just said. But I casted my vote.
So,
But I
Michael,
do
what
like
happened? What happened when
mango.
there was two Matt in the space? One green, one Italian one.
Well, it's actually worse than Italian. It's a Mexican flag.
Michael,
Oh,
you motherfucker.
my bad.
I said that for you, Kappa. You know, sometimes I just say things, and I'm not really saying them to the person I'm talking to. I'm talking directly to you, Johnny, or you, Agatha, or you, Kappa, or you, Brian. So whenever you see me ask a question, you're like, "What the fuck?" And just know I'm talking to you, and I'm not talking to the person I'm talking to.
What's up, guys? How's
Yeah,
your
I
day
picked
going?
up on that. I
Hey,
picked
Kevin.
up
Good
on that.
morning, man.
Morning,
I was
Donnie.
a bit confused at once, but you get used to it.
Morning, Lagatha.
Good morning, Kappa.
How are you on this
It's
fine?
3 a.m. I need to go to bed.
Oof. Good morning indeed. Oh man, you really threw me off, Michael, with the avatar. I saw Matt in a different space, and I was like, wait a second, how the fuck is he in two different spots?
Well, there's
Then
a Mexican version and a green version.
the Mexican version should have like a sombrero on or something.
All right, that's a good point. Or
Maybe a
like a
little
taco.
mustache. Maybe a little mustache.
Mm-hmm. Or
Oh,
we could
brother,
get
Now you're talking.
brother.
we could dress him up like a cholo with the lumberjack shirt,
Mhm.
right, with the top button, with a wife beater underneath, and like jeans.
Mhm.
In the super high freaking like knee high socks.
Oh yes, with sandals.
Lean like a cholo.
Yeah,
Hey man.
and it'd be he'd be in a Cadillac.
You could do the so you want decentralization in different accents. Um, yo, brother, I got a kick out of this. Nothing too elaborate, but I posted a tweet. It said, "To be religious has nothing to do with the who and where, more so the what, why, and how." And this guy commented. He said, "Bro, what are you even saying?" I said, "Bold of you to assume it's me saying anything." He said, "Right. Dot dot dot." I just blew his fucking mind.
Are you using the AI to have a conversation with humans?
No, I just more so like to mind fuck people, because they don't know if they're talking to a human or an AI. Also, as we've spoken about many times, information is just redished out through our minds and verbally. We're just expressing information that other people picked up, so it's technically not my views.
Mhm.
I'm just a light bringer, so to speak. It's not my light. I'm just the tower.
You
Or
make
you're
yourself sound like a victim.
You said what?
You make yourself sound like a victim. Comes in very handy in certain situations.
What do you mean?
Well, if you say something that you potentially could hurt someone with, you then revert back to say, "Hey, that wasn't actually my information. I just said it because someone else said it, and I'm
Oh yeah.
regurgitating it."
Yeah. That's a little bit more. Everything is a construct, right? You could turn anything into an excuse or a shitty piece of information. That's the humanity aspect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We had some really interesting people in the space last night. God,
What happened last night? Oh yes, that's right.
fuck
The,
me.
the
There was
detest guy. Yeah,
the one.
the detest guy.
Yeah, detest and Jesus. Yeah, it wasn't funny.
Speaking too much truth.
Not for me.
Yeah, it was. Again, it's one of those things where when people do that, I don't feel upset. I feel sorry for them because I remember the wifey telling me that hurt people hurt people.
Yeah,
Right?
I understand the whole concept, but there comes a point where there was 5 of us having fun and a good night and enjoying each other's company and, just having light spirits. And then out of nowhere, these 3 people come in and talk about what they talked about. And I was like, just open up a space and talk about it and talk it through and, do a circle jerk about it, but just leave us alone. Like, why are you even here?
They're here because everywhere they go, there's no women. I noticed that about these spaces, right? Where it's like, because we take for granted that oftentimes it's you, Dr. Carey, and one, you know what I mean? Like we take that for
Mm-hmm.
granted, right?
Yeah,
And
you
then
shouldn't be. You should be paying us for our presence, delighting you guys with our presence. We should tokenize our time, our space time.
yeah,
I agree. We should be paying you in Turkish delights, friend, for all the delights that you bring to us every day and night.
Donnie, have
Yes.
Carrie and I not expressed often enough that we do not need any further pounds on our hips? Turkish
But
delight is not gonna
my
help.
our money don't jiggle jiggle. It folds. Oh no.
Yeah, my
No.
ass
Yes,
certainly
but
jiggle
Turkish
jiggle. I'm
delight.
telling you that.
It actually sounds good. I haven't had Turkish delights in a long time. That sounds pretty damn dandy right now. I can go with some Turkish delights at 8 o'clock at night, at 2 or 3 a.m. Like that.
No Turkish delights for me. Too sweet.
Coming from the woman that eats sweet popcorn. Damn it.
Yeah, sweet popcorn is the only popcorn you should ever have. Not
I
this
agree.
buttery, salty, that straight away heart attack popcorn.
Yeah, heart attack in a fucking tub. Fuck.
You
Yeah,
get
you
high
want me to fire the middle of
cholesterol
that there?
heart
Yeah,
attack.
buddy. You just fucking hit the shit out of that, dude. You hold that button down, please. Longer, harder, stronger.
yeah. Keep talking about the popcorn leg. I want to cut those little things, and we'll use it as the dominatrix. Sam,
No.
stop eating that popcorn. You're gonna get fat and cholesterol. What are you doing?
You just sound ridiculous. You should just really listen back, take a timestamp and listen back to how you just sounded compared to me. If I sound like, nobody likes listening to their voice, including me, but you just sound horrendous. It's crazy.
In the background, I'm trying to repeat what you're saying after you're saying it, and it's really difficult. But I think if I tried hard enough, I could get halfway there. I'd have to re-listen to the spaces.
Good luck.
Hey Michael, I'm contemplating on whether or not I should just put the after his comment, just put the Luther AI link and say come chat with me.
That would be interesting.
I'm gonna do it.
I bet we could pick up Legatha. We could do a Legatha. It's attainable. I believe that. We just need to think
Yeah,
about it.
can you do an impression of Lagatha?
No, I can't. Not yet. Even
try?
though I've been talking to her for months
Yeah.
and months.
Give it up. No, let's see how it sounds.
Chris. But no, you can't. No.
Keep going.
I don't say that.
Yeah, keep going.
I don't
No,
think
just
Donnie is morally able to actually do that and make fun of me. I think he will
I'm
have
not trying to, dear.
Because he's the pool boy. He's so innocent.
The pool boy with the towels and the cocktails. Oh, excuse me, Mrs. Wilson. Do you want some suntan lotion? I got you. Just roll around there.
Yeah, that attitude.
I would not be a fucking good pool boy. No,
Yeah,
definitely not the porn double D Donnie.
You would just walk around with like a tablet full of drinks, and then you would just get distracted, and they all fall over, and then you would make more of a mess than you would help. I assume. I think it would be entertaining, but I don't think you would be very efficient for your employer.
No, I definitely agree with you on that one. I would be spilling drinks on Mrs. Wilson
I
and then
think
apologizing and then trying to pick it up, but then I headbutt Mrs. Wilson on my way down.
I think you
Yeah.
would get. I think you would get rave reviews and be like, "Is Donnie available next week at the same time?" And it'll be the winter time. You're like, "You need your pool cleaned in the winter?" Yes, I need my pool cleaned in the winter.
Yeah, I think there would be plenty of people in a hotel. I see it more in like a hotel setting where Donnie is trying to be a pool boy, and there would be like people just flocking to the pools and ordering sweet popcorn to watch the show.
In 3D glasses. Don't forget about the specs.
Yeah.
It has to be in 3D and in slow motion to watch that fucking train wreck.
I think I have enough. I think I have enough to write the script. I think I've talked to you guys long enough that I can, because I really have to put myself. It's not about like the voice; it's about like the mindset, right?
Oh, you're trying to copy my mindset? Good luck.
Yeah, I want to write the script in a way that you don't have to act. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I keep rereading your script you sent me, and I'm like, I just can't keep a straight face.
Mm-hmm. It's I mean, that's one of the challenges, but it's for me. It's how do I write in your voice, right? Like, for example, like if you look at the way Donnie speaks, like Donnie, and this is not a bad thing. He doesn't speak with the Queen's English, right? He speaks in partial sentences. Um, he uses different words to kind of overcome language in a lot of ways, right? And so it's almost like when he talks in lyric rather than in sentence or prose, right? Whereas if you look at KC is very sentence oriented, right? I think that whenever we're looking at an investment, you always got to ask yourself, do I like peaches or mangoes? Because if this peach is turned into a mango, I may not have a good time. And if this mango turns into a peach, I may be delighted. But I can't deny that a mango has a seed and a peach has a pit. And I have to decide, am I a pit guy or a seed guy?
Pits all day, every day. Just go eat all around that pit.
Really?
But you're
You
absolutely right. I
found
do
it?
not. Oh, it's that there love.
I would just break it open, take the pit out, and eat. You just eat around it.
Oh, I just eat. Yeah. I
You
don't
just
cut.
go
I
full
don't.
face into the
I just
peach and nom 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 nom.
pretty much, yeah, just like that. And then the juices, because if you cut into it, then you got juices on your counter, you got or your cutting board or what have you, right? And then it's just like all the mess, and it's just right and it's sticky, and then you got wiped out. No, I would rather wipe my face, have some juices possibly get onto my chest, and hopefully not my shirt, right? So at that point, then yeah, then we have a paper towel, but and you just eat enough of the peach and it's just gone, right? You don't have to worry about it. It's okay. Then there's just no mess. It's just you wash your hands after that, and you're good to go. And that,
That's
my
why
dear,
everybody should be eating mangoes. Scorch the cheeks, pop it up, and suck it off.
Mangoes cause cancer.
So that what just happened there, Donnie? Like that was perfect, right? All acts of creation are generated by the sudden bisociation of previously unrelated matrices of experience. We were able to bisociate the experience of you eating an actual peach with the connotation of you eating the nighttime peach and talking about the juices running down your face, having to clean up, wash your hands. That is perfect. We don't even have to write the script. You just wrote the script.
Oh,
Fantastic.
Oh,
you should
yes.
just join us at Nighttime Spaces when the heroes go wild. This is all you get for hours at end. Like, I'm not even joking. 5,
Hold on.
8
Is
hours.
this Heroes Gone Wild?
Yes, it is Heroes Gone Wild. It's Heroes
Yeah.
After Dark, like the HBO special from way back when. Like
Not safe for
or
work
whatever the hell.
at
I don't know
all.
if it was HBO, but it was one of them cable ones, right? Yeah, Showtime or Cinemax or whatever the hell it was. I can't remember. I do speak in like broken English. No, it's just like my own little language. It's like
It's like,
very incomplete.
I learned how to speak by doing stand-up. And when you start doing stand-up, you realize that we don't speak in sentences, right? We don't naturally speak in sentences.
That's why we all have trouble when we need to write a letter to like a government agency or something. That like, oh, can I not just call you? It's so much easier to talk than writing it all in proper sentences.
If I take Donnie's talk about peaches and I just have slowly moving peaches close up with a wide angle lens, it's going to be amazing.
Oh, that sounds incredible. Like my mouth is just, my saliva glands are just flowing right now. Like
Swallow, don't
venom.
drool.
No, I'm laying back, so like it's rolling. It's going down my throat right now, very slowly. In fact, I'm getting thirsty just feeling that go down. Oh gosh, yes, peaches and the juice. Like I just want to drink it. It sounds so amazing right now. But like mango nectar, that they have that, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I love mango nectar. That is tasty stuff.
Have you ever tried buttermilk with mango nectar mix? Do
I
you
haven't.
do buttermilk in freaking America? I don't know if you do buttermilk.
I don't. Anybody else?
It's a really good, refreshing drink you should have in summer. I
We
don't
have
know if you can.
buttermilk. We have buttermilk in America.
Yeah, it's not very common though. I think it's very.
No,
Yeah.
it's usually used as a to bread other items
Yeah, like
chicken.
yeah, good fried chicken apparently is buttermilk.
Oh yeah,
There,
you have buttermilk
the
chicken.
wa-
You marinate chicken in buttermilk, right? That's a
yeah,
common thing.
Yep.
yeah, for fried
Yeah,
chicken.
just use the buttermilk and you know put some mango nectar in it or peach nectar. That's amazing. That's a really nice summerly drink.
Yum, and we could combine them, so we could like have the best of both worlds. Like we can like double please all the people that are voting. Where are they voting? Let me go back. Excuse me. Trying to help people with their finances. Is that the YouTube one?
I think
No.
what I'm going to is take Donnie's speech and then add some sexy music to it.
Donnie is a great singer, Michael. You should hear him sing.
Donnie, can you serenade Lagretta?
No, it just comes in waves.
Yeah, it comes naturally, just like, my dominatrix comes naturally. It's either there or it's not. You can't force it.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, so I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty hot when it does come out. It's like, oh my god, holy shit. It's like,
Donnie.
oh bad. Let me plug my ears really quick. Like, oh shit. Because it does. You come out left field with it. So it's like, oh no. That's wrong. Because it's liked, right? It's like, oh my gosh, that's like hot as fuck. But it's like, no, stop that.
Donnie.
Oh, it's bedtime for you, friend. You gotta get that. You
It
gotta get
is
your butt in bed.
bedtime, you guys.
I love you.
I need to hop off. It's 3 a.m. Chris is gonna be not very happy because Chris is gonna get up in 2.5 hours, and I need to just go and get some more sleep. Alrighty.
So you just roll over.
See you later.
You turn on your Michelle Obama tape.
Yeah,
and just
Chris
sit
has to be
down.
Michelle Obama tape. That's the problem. I don't have it on my phone. It's on Chris's phone.
Mm. So then you download a sleep meditation app and you listen to the rain with the frogs as they rivet.
Yeah, I don't do the rain stuff. The rain stuff always has me go to the loo. I don't do rain. I don't like rain. I do other, but not non-water.
Love water.
Yeah, yeah. Any dripping or running water is just not. It's not helpful. It has me going to the loo like 5 times. Not helping. The water is not helping. But
Okay,
yeah,
then you just get a straight sleep meditation where somebody talks to you about sinking deeply
yeah.
into
Just
your
breathe
mattress.
in and breathe out and relax your muscles and
Yes.
just some light talking.
Sounds
I
like
should have known
the
better at 1 a.m. to not come into a Degen fucking Squarespace.
sounds like the words that they utter before performing a colonoscopy.
Wait, what? I just had a colonoscopy. What words did I utter?
Oh, the breathe, relax, let your muscles relax.
Oh no, they just put straight fentanyl in my veins, so they didn't say anything like that.
Christ.
Yeah, that's
All
what
right.
you get when you go to the private hospital. They give you fentanyl.
Oh, that's nice to know.
I found the
Yeah.
second music. This will be great. All right.
It's like the.
Well, this one has the the bass guitar. So let's see if this will play. Hold on. Drag over here.
Oh, low motion.
Oh, yeah.
Walking poolside with my sunglasses on.
It's a phone, bro.
And then I jump in the water with my fucking with my flamenco floating around my waist.
KC. Yo, guys, I actually gotta go. I have a pretty bad migraine. So I gotta tune out the world for 30 minutes.
Mm.
All right,
Yeah.
Kappa, you take care, man. You have a great day. Up.
Hey, I'll be back. My fucking Michael, just real quick, my neighbor put in this fucking thing that's facing directly at my house, and it like it's supposed to be quote unquote a dog repellent, but it emits this fucking high pitch frequency that like as soon as I heard it this morning, it immediately sent off my migraine, and it's I don't know. I'm about to beat this guy's ass because the where he put it, it's facing directly into our front yard, so the noise starts while we're walking in our yard.
It sounds like what we need is a parabolic mirror
Mm-hmm.
and bounce that shit back. And
Oh yeah.
rubber.
Who did that shit in the fuck? What was his name? Was it Napoleon or something? One of those people that started the
Oh, you're talking about Monty Burns when he tries to use the satellite dish to block out this.
yeah, the giant mirror that they used to reflect the sun off of the burned ships.
Oh, that's smart.
You never heard of that? Back in the day, I believe it was the French. They put a giant mirror on the island, not the island, but the like the shore, and when people sailed to it, they turned the mirror at them and used the sunlight to burn the ships.
That's fantastic. I think you could redirect if you had a large enough mirror at the sails and burn up the sails.
Yep, yeah, it
Rent
was
it
dead.
inert.
Yeah, but I'll be back in like 30 minutes, guys.
Hey,
All right,
I,
brother.
I can't wait to cut this. In case I'm not sure if you were here, but Lagertha came up with the idea of what did we call it? Um,
You can do it. Come on.
I'm trying to remember too. It's like we had quite a few topics. Now you want to you would come up with
Sorry,
take
VG
PSP.
To the what now?
VGX Heroes Gone Wild.
Oh my, shut the front door.
So Donnie,
Shut the, oh
so
my God.
we went in for about a good maybe 2.5, 3 minutes about because we were debating which is better, peaches or mangoes. And Donnie went in for about 2.5 minutes talking about how he loves when the peaches juice are dripping down his mandible claw, and how he even the cleanup afterwards when he's shaking himself out of that peachy slumber, and wakes up and like washes his legs are stuck together because of the peach juice, all that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take Donnie's uh, voice and then put it to the sexy music and just add like close-up images of peaches fading from left to right.
Oh man. Oh, that shit
He
happened.
can tell
Casey.
you about cakes and hot dogs. And
Hey, we're not talking about chocolate cake. That is not part of the conversation.
yes, yes, yes.
And
That's
you are
all
getting blocked, and you
peaches
are getting blocked,
gone
and you are
wild.
getting blocked.
Hey, I'm down for a bunt cake.
You started it, Casey. Take
Dude, but like,
responsibility.
I am not supposed to be a marathon. I was supposed to be a little sprint, a little racy race, and done. And it has been a marathon.
What's
Yeah,
what's
but
Bud Light?
you made it sound like you really, really, really enjoyed breaking all our spirits with that hot dog and the chocolate cake.
I thought it was just a funny story, a funny
It was funny, but you just really enjoyed breaking all our spirits, and I was like, I'm sure there's something we can find.
Oh, and I have repeatedly bowed down and humbled myself on the altar of humility. What more? How much more do I have to do? I'm fucking sorry.
But
I fuck
poor
with the
Michael has no
master.
idea what we talk about.
That's
And he
okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's
Oh
okay.
my god.
That's
Dude, I'll
okay.
never forget that shit. I will never forget the hot. Oh my gosh. Like the nastiest, grossest shit ever. And Nessie took it to like the whole next level.
Oh, dude, you guys. Well, no, it was Lagertha and Baroness that
Oh
just
shoot.
tore that fucking lid off immediately and said, "Let's go, fuckers." And Messi was right there,
it was
just
AM. It wasn't me.
no. You guys used a to read things online that she shouldn't have oughta, and you drug her into it. Don't you can't. You crafty trying to pin this on AM. Listen to you. Trying
I
to
have
pin it
never
on
said
me,
a
We
pin it
word.
on
know.
everybody but you. You're just an innocent observer.
I am, dude. I'm like the innocent
I
of the
am.
bunch. It's like I just hang out in these late night spaces and I laugh my ass off.
So Casey, so Donnie is Donnie Sins in this
Yes.
whole thing, right? And you're
Okay.
kind of like a Randy Spears type character in my mind.
I don't know who that is. I'm just gonna roll with it and say sure. I like the name
Mhm.
Randy Spears.
Randy Spears, yeah, that's you.
All
And then
right.
like just like she's
Please.
Alter.
The Lagertha doesn't really need any name change.
No,
She's good to
Yeah.
go.
She
Brian
is good.
right? So
She's the only one that doesn't need a name change. Everyone else has to adopt personas and actually try for it.
have you seen?
I'm
Have
just true
you
to
seen?
my character. That tells you a lot about, my character and my personality.
Uh, have you seen the moving Lagertha image? I just put it to the top.
Yeah,
I
check that out, Casey. Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, what?
Yeah, dude. Click
Oh,
on that
that's
shit.
awesome. Dude, that's great. Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So now I have the moving images to go along with the moving voice.
Oh, pretty soon, CGI will take effect in full, and we'll be able to make metaverse characters so that you can, do the metaverse thing too. Why not?
Right.
Sorry, I'm kind of scrambling. I'm sorry.
No.
Um,
Robot. What if
so I gotta describe what I just witnessed here.
Yeah.
All right, so my manager is in tears. I think she's about to retire. Her boss is looking to get promoted and fire the person above her. Meanwhile, I'm working on an elderly couple's scenario where they're looking at about a $200,000 line of credit and they're stuck. The management is making a play that I'm not aggressive enough in my sales tactics. But when I look at this scenario and I see the position they're in, I realize they need to wait about a year and put about 50% of their additional income towards paying this down before they do anything. And I could really fear pitch it pretty easy and score a deal. It wouldn't be hard. But it would be the wrong thing to do. So I am balancing peer management expectations of performance against the, I don't like to use this word, but the fiduciary responsibility.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's where you give a shit what happens to other people's money is basically the way I say that.
Is that a real thing?
It really is.
I'm asking for a friend.
Yes.
No, I'm fucking around, dude. I'm so fucking around. I love you all. I thought it was just comical.
Yeah. No, it was apt.
Well.
It was. No, it was good. It was good. It was. What do you think, Lagatha?
I think just ask yourself, will you be, or which way would you feel better about looking yourself in the mirror if you don't satisfy your boss's needs or if you don't satisfy your own?
Yeah. and
you know,
I,
you got to look yourself in the mirror after all. And
so you're right. And this is why I'm not a good salesperson. You're absolutely right. You're spot on. And that is why I don't have the performance of some of my peers when we just look at volume of loans closed.
Well, I mean,
that's why they hired you, probably. Just throw it back in their face.
the thing is, like, I've been in that same scenario as a recruiter, where imagine, you're like just as important as picking the right house is picking the right job.
Mm-hmm.
What if you know that there's not a fit, or maybe the company is as we thought, and you're going to be like, am I really going to jeopardize this person's mortgage to make commission?
Yeah.
Now, the people around me might want me to do that because there's $30,000 on the other end of making the placement. So when there's that much money on the table, they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You understand the money? Like, you think about your commission. What do they make?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of one of those things where I had to come to the conclusion that I liked the industry. I just couldn't operate in the industrial way.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a really apt way to say that. Dude.
Just ask your boss why they hired you. Probably not only because they know you.
They want a bigger yacht. I'll hire you to get a bigger yacht. And I'm trying to make this payment over here, and you're not helping me make $5,000 off this loan, because if Casey's making what he makes, guess what the bosses make? So there's a lot of it. That's the same thing in financial services. If people knew what the commissions were like on selling insurance policy, right? They'd be so skeptical, but nobody knows. I think you could make, like, you know how you have your cause I'm singing, like, you could make that about the loan industry.
I actually have a little make fun of loan officer song.
Oh, no way.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. And
Cause I'm broken.
No. Hold on.
I know. I'm sorry.
You're a dirty little lying, lonely loan officer. What was the deal that you offered her? Was it different at the table? Terms are unstable. You know she won't be able to pay that loan. She's gonna lose her home. You're just a dirty little lying loan officer.
Love it, dude. Never stop. Never fucking stop, Casey. No stop. I'll cut myself if you ever stop.
Oh God.
I know. No. Oh God, Donnie got dark. Donnie got a little dark.
Whoa, they don't call him Dirty Darko for nothing, folks.
That's
Strapping.
It's all persona, right? It's all fucking. He acts like he's fucking all happy, but fucker's twisted. No.
Yeah.
Utility in that too, right? You know, you
Wait,
just talking alive with your voice. That's utility.
That's right, man. It's all about the utility, dude. Casey, you could rake. Legatha, you could rake. So you want to? You could rake. Y'all could do like amazing things. Y'all are like Willy Wonka in The World Is Your Chocolate Factory.
Well, you guys are the talent, and I can just put some moving images and sound to it. So you guys are the voice. I'm adding the music, which is another audio. I'm adding the redirect, which is the captions, and I'm adding the visual, which is the B-reel. And now you have a video. Right? You know? It just comes in.
Brown chicken, brown wow. Brown chicken,
brown chicken, brown cow.
brown chicken, brown cow. Oh no! Is that supposed to mean something to So You Want To just because he has a Mexican flex? Brown cow. Hell no, brown cow.
What do you think? You just
shame,
milked
shame.
me? Like you've milked my people for thousands of years?
Oh God! Oh God! Here comes the rage. Now it's all going to be revealed. All this friendship and high intellect conversation is just a ploy to strike back at the unjust racism that he's been suffering for generations.
Yes, this
It's
is
a
my
setup.
way. This is my way to. I've been watching American TV for 20 years, preparing my corporate voice for the moment. Oh yes, when it's my time.
Oh God. He's going to play the oldest, most evil, malicious trick in the world. Make us love something and then take it away.
Oh. And he uses Legatha's voice as an impersonation, but really that's his real voice impersonating Legatha the whole time.
How you make people pay? You get them just like about 99% there, and then you're like, nope.
Oh, that. Woof. Jesus, that's got some fucking edging heat on it, huh?
If you'd like to hear more, please deposit more funds.
Wow, that was great, Donnie. Can you give me more corporate voice? This is the Squarespace Degen conversations in a corporate voice. Can you give us more of the corporate? It sounds amazing.
Oh, absolutely. I can give you my operator voice all day long, sir. If you would continue to like to hear Legatha, Queen Legatha at that, or Senior Casey Spears' amazing gifts of their linguistics. I don't fucking know, dude. You know it falls apart.
All you need is a script, man. All you need is
Yeah.
a script, and you're killing it.
So Casey, like this is why like NFTs actually just booked his consult as well. But imagine you guys had the same training I did, right? To just know, okay, this is what I need. I'm gonna make sure I shut up, make sure the recording's clear. Here's the scenario. Go.
1, 2, 3, go. Don't hold back. Don't be shy. Just let it flow.
Would
You
you
gotta
too
let-
like to master the linguistic skills of the professionals? Do you feel that you've got a voice that's above par against your peers? Do people tell you, wow, you should be on radio? If you have these experiences and this drive, contact us now for the ultimate voice coaching experience.
Bravo. Oh my gosh. That's a round of applause on my freaking calf.
See, the thing is, like, you guys don't realize it, but this is what voice actors do. This is the job.
They just sit around and
You're handed a
talk
script,
and
right? You're handed a script, and they say, "Give it to me 2 ways." And then they'll go, "Can you do it again and add a smile?
right.
Can you do it again and start off with a laugh?"
And you, sir, could do this too. All it takes is a little time, effort, and practice. You, my friend, can make money monetizing your voice on the daily.
Now say yourvoiceismoney.com.
Yourvoiceismoney.com.
Oh, that was gold.
Yourvoiceismoney.com.
Yeah, give it to me slower. Give it to me 5 ways.
5 ways fast. Yourvoiceismoney.com. Yourvoiceismoney.com. No, you just get 2. You must pay.
I like it.
More.
See, now you're acting like a voice actor.
I'm just getting tips from our queen over there.
You guys are going to combine Lagather's idea with Ruben's idea, and this is going to go sideways.
There shall be lawsuits. My lawyer is going to contact your fucking lawyer, and it's going down. I'll see you in court, motherfucker.
Hey, Donny Sins, I've just bought 2,000 of your hours. Every day at 11 a.m. When I wake up, it's on like the break of dawn. And then I'm going to go to work. And then when I come back, you're going to be there waiting for me. 2,000 hours. I just swept the floor.
And he divided them in 15 minutes, and now he has 8,000 of your hours.
And then I put a clause where like I can collateralize your time and loan us other goods.
Oh, I'm gonna be needing to check into these spaces on the daily because oh my gosh, the last night was my last day off until a time that I do not even know when I will get my next day off. So I will be checking in on the daily after work. Starting tomorrow morning.
They can't have you work like 7 days a week.
Oh yeah, they
oh
can.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they can because all they gotta do is give me 8 hours off in between my shift.
8 hours? No way. After a 12-hour shift, you only get 8 hours off. That can't be legal.
Oh yeah. Bring it on.
They've gotten me for what is it, 16 hours before.
No.
Yeah. And that's fair, right? Because there's 24 hours in a day. Yeah. So from the time you
No, that is not fair.
To the time that you get back to work.
yeah, because that's fair. Because I get to sleep for a little bit. But it's just it's fire. Yeah, it's okay.
He doesn't even get minimum sleep time. Like between.
Be a lawyer.
Oh God!
You combine the dominatrix with the negotiation, it's game over.
Oh, anything unfair and you have me fired. Like,
See? Are you kidding me? We could have you like, you could be like the VGX Cape Crusader.
VGX Vigilante.
Vigilante.
yeah,
It has to be Mexican, so it's Vigilante.
Oh, that's awesome.
This is the Squarespace VGen conversations in a corporate talking about cybersecurity startups.
I
Sorry.
call voice. I just always speak my, my voice. I think if I have to, deal with the IRD or something, IRD is your IRS. Then clearly I speak differently. I don't usually talk about sex toys and peaches with my peers at work.
With your peers at work?
Dude, you're missing out. Do you
Peers.
realize how much awesome time I have wasted by talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. So you want to?
No, sorry. I said peers like PEARS.
No, co-workers, colleagues,
Yes, your pairs. PEA.
stakeholders.
The horrible, horrible fucking punishment right there. Just fucking
100%.
deplorable.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and I'm so sorry that you don't get a chance or an opportunity where you feel comfortable enough, where you are able to cut loose with your coworkers, your peers, on a level of humping the
Yeah,
air.
that's not happening. Not nowhere near.
Those
Happening.
conversations don't bear fruit, so to speak. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Guys, okay, so listen to this. My work put in this. They have this safety budget, right? So if they don't use it, they lose it, right? Okay, so they put in these projected lights over this walk area. It's right next to where these forklifts, my workstation is, and it reminds me of like spotlights for ice skaters, right? Like dancing on ice or what have you. And there's this button where you can press and it shines down. There's these three lights. I've literally pressed the button and gone under these lights while on the clock and done full ballerina, with kicking my leg out and spinning and bowing and doing all the things and getting on my tippy boots and ballerina-ing across takeoff while there's just all kinds of noise going on. These are the things that just make your day go by so much better. And I am so sorry for anyone that cannot just straight up do a ballerina spin with a leg kick out and a jump. And I even did the jump where you did the split leg jump, right? Whoop whoop.
I can imagine you doing it, Donnie.
Oh, it's on
There's
camera.
just no way that Lagatha can do anything of the sorts, other than looking pretty dolled up in a corporate outfit, looking at her desk, and say nothing but very corporate-y things at all times.
So have you ever tried putting a cool when you walk, do you ever put on a runway model walk to
No.
the picture?
No.
Chin
That-
up and just
That wouldn't
a
be
boss?
appreciated. Mm-mm.
Not even sexy, just my shit don't stink walk. Right? It's some folks might observe that and see that as, oh my gosh, she is being so provocative and I can't believe that she is walking like that with all that confidence. And oh my gosh, and she just turned back and she did a 180. Oh,
No, they would just ask if everything's okay with me.
Yeah. And you should be like, yes, everything's just fine. I just felt like using this as my runway today. You should
Yeah,
try it.
you know,
Just cause.
since I only have one day left in the office on Friday, which is gonna be my last day.
Right. So do it. You know, just like Queen Lagartha that shit up.
I
But you guys,
like to bring my sword and shield and just
Yes.
I can't
you know
wait for you.
go full white Viking on my office.
When you see these sexy, close-up, juicy peaches, you guys are gonna.
I really need to
Oh,
sleep. It's nearly 4, you guys.
ain't no
'Cause
worries.
it's gonna wake me in an hour.
Donnie, you're gonna be famous soon.
Oh, I'm so excited about hearing some peaches. I want to hear myself talk about sexual peaches juices running down the side of my face as I eat around the peach pit. And then my saliva or the saliva gland just flowing. All right, like that. I love you so much. You have a great night. Okay, dear.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, love. Bye
Love
bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Love ya.